Broncos in their traditional white and blue, going from right or left to right on your radios. The Tigers in their road black with orange and white. As Reed Dick comes out to play it, he starts again, and Broncos won the draw. They made the first move, but the Broncos quickly take it away, and it's going to be Parker Rondo. Watch for him. Did not create any points, but he created chances for this group as Mayo comes in, stays onside. His drive takes a bounce, rolls free, and goes to the point in a foot race. McKenna's out to race against Reed Dick. He'll bat that ahead for Gould, trying to swing it forward to Zane, but picked up by Wu, and great read by Hunter Mayo to create a chance. But here's McKenna dropping it. Trailer coming late. That's Bryce Pickford. Had an empty netter. Goes to Jonas Wu. Across Pacheco. A shot. They score! It's Pickford. It hits.
Near capacity crowd, it looks like, at Co-op Place here in Medicine Hat.
As the Broncos having to defend right now is 2 goals in 70 seconds. Long shot by Molendyk. Blockered away by Reed Dick as he tries to get comfortable. A tough one to make it 1-0. But Brady Burney says, we got ya. Hold on to your hats in this one as the Broncos will go to work as Connor Dale pursues Vidi Väisänen, but he'll take the long way out, and Dale keeping him honest now finds Weisblatt as Dezane tracks him down. Here's St. Martin trying to bust in, cleared by Kettle's not out. Molendyk quickly whips it for McKenna, swings the slot. St. Martin shot hits the side of the net. Fans think they may have had 2. No, sir, but this top line of the Tigers keeps buzzing, spills over the blue line as Tanner Molendyk cashes. He had a chance dump in this time by Medicine Hat as Brooks takes a hard shot from Newtons. Some sandpaper on this first sequence by that group, and the puck will roll into the, gets swung in, and a hard check attempt and a miss. It's going to be a penalty call. At 3:44 is the difference right now. It's 2-1 in favor of Medicine Hat.
We haven't even had a chance to talk opening lineups or nothing. We've got 3 goals in this game. We haven't been able to talk about anything.
That's okay. We had the Richardson Pioneers starting lineups earlier.
And it is okay. You're right. The action high and feverish here at Co-op Place.
Rondo checks in on the power play late. Gabriel trying to fish that out for Dezane to get some support. McKenna's on Dezane, gets it right back into the corner and in the mud as some work continues for the Broncos. Burney, who has a goal, tried to silence the crowd, now swings for Dezane. Traffic in front as Gabriel parks, and the puck is off a stick and rolls out with 19 seconds left in the penalty. All bets are off come playoff time, and a face-off win, though, by the Tigers as Pickford had 20 goals as a defender in this league. Liam Ruck, who set up a goal for Oasis Weisblatt, saying backdoor, and he scores from the exact same spot. Keating, and it didn't take long for the Broncos to give up one here, but here's a chance one-timer. Molendyk hit fresh air as that one-time drive rolls into the corner, but the Tigers recover. Pickford at the line for McKenna. Walks up to the middle, in for Gould, cuts off a man. Now a shot through traffic, stopped by Dick. He saw that all the way. It'll be Rim Pickford trying to go to the point for McKenna. Tracked by Gould, stays with him. Now Pickford, middle of the blue, now sends it through. Stopped by Dick, the rebound. He's Tiger team.
No, I'm not talking 3 years ago as much as even this year.
It's just evolution. This is a team that's been together for 3 years. A little bit for this group, but it's done a lot.
And good penalty kill by the Broncos so far down the ice on that try.
There you go. They get that first unit kind of off, but you won't see 72 or 7 come off for quite some time. As here come the Tigers on the entry. Molendyk for Liam Ruck out of his reach, but Molendyk's there to take it anyway. Dale defends at the far point where Pickford gives it off to McKenna. Some room. He circles on the far side. Now rolling to the high slot. It's going to be Weisblatt. They switch spots on the point. Wide right now. McKenna in trying to swing it cross ice, but Rocek tracked that one. There's a fan pass, but either way the Broncos take it. Rocek on the wall, kept in by McKenna. Has options, but keeps. Now walks to the high slot again. His shot blocked by Gabriel. Great job there with 46 seconds left on the power play. Pickford walks in, shot, great pad save. Sticking out the left toe for Reed Dick. But Molendyk whips that puck around quickly. Pickford one-time blasting it, stopped by Dick. Close quarters, Weisblatt down. Dick can't make a save. It's knocked away, and they push off. And the Broncos hang on for dear life, but excellent goaltending by Reed Dick on that power play sequence. As back comes Weisblatt, who has a goal in this first period. Rimmed on the wall with 9:15 to go. At Gould will slap it the rest of the way with 15 seconds left in. The Broncos looking to get comfortable again after this one, and you love the booze here. It's fun.
Well, you do, and a lot of play here with Hunter Mayo as he gets booed every time he touches the puck. It's so great.
Play in the new play at the line. It's going to be stolen by the Tigers. Pacheco 1-on-2. The Tigers had 17 shorthanded goals this year as that puck hits the door. And then fans are maybe jarring for a too many men call, but that's just off the door. That's just some luck for the Broncos, who moved the puck well for a minute, 10 seconds, but didn't get a whole lot through as Bernie hands off for Dezane. Hard rim and a race for it as Rondo against McKenna. He'll find the puck first, trying to move it ahead as Wu cuts off him, but now open. Gabriel swings it, working his tail off to try and get that to the point. Wu will rub him out of the play. Now there's some open ice. Bernie makes a move. Wu gets away, but now it's Bernie sharp angle into the goal. Here's Rondo, and maybe blockered away by Mennigan as McKenna one-on-one with Brzezinski. Going to go inside out and rejected by Brzezinski. He'll clear it back on that shorthanded opportunity for Medicine Hat. And now it's McKenna, or that's Weisblatt to the neutral zone. It goes to Gavin McKenna, and the Broncos will have to wait and see what the Tigers will do. As shorthanded, they're just going to wind things up.
Chance on net, and a good one.
Yes, he did. And now you see it. You got Gould, Caswell, and Rondo. So Terrace McEwen, who's done it all year, and that's not a bad experiment to shuffle your lines. Caswell has some room in the slot, gets the middle. His drive, it rolled through and just wide. You feel some chances by these Broncos have been just inches away from going in.
Well, of course they have, and that's a crafty shot there by Clark Caswell. So smart out there with that puck as the Bronco captain.
As that puck will roll into the slot, McKenna, his back turned to the play, but as dangerous when he's not facing the net. Knows where everybody is on the ice as Kettles lost it. Mayo playing it to open ice, but behind Rondo, trying to chop at it, and it will go off the wall and out, but it is going to be icing. And that's all you can ask from Connor Dale. He hasn't put up the points. I've talked to Connor a lot about that, and I've told him a few times, don't worry about it. It'll come. Because he has the speed to do anything in this league. And now it's Brady Bernie. Great individual effort, trying to split the D. Drops to the trailer, Misselbacher, but another save by Harrison Mennigan, robbing the Broncos' leading scorer, who had 42 of them, and 3 of them past Mennigan, but Mennigan wins that battle as the Broncos
team. And what was he in the league, 8th or 9th?
He was 8th in league scoring. Now the Broncos, Caswell, stretch pass, going to go off the wall. Pickford cut off by Bernie. Icing waved off because they fought for the puck. Now the puck's backed up by Wu. Nice little nifty play to reverse. Of course, the younger sibling of former Calgary Hitman and Moose Jaw Warrior Jet Wu, who's now with the Abbotsford Canucks of the AHL. Wu draft eligible this year. Cross ice pass open for McKenna. Trouble in the slot. One-timer St. Martin. A missile. Second chance. Jam play. McKenna almost had one, but Dick got across in time. And another stretch and set play off the wall. Misselbacher beats out an icing call. He'll deal with Pickford, but the puck kind of got out of his reach, and now he'll head for the bench with 45 seconds left. Broncos need to hang on to one here. Turnover. Chance for Rondo to drop. He's got some room. Dezane keeping. Now fires and waited too long. Second period underway. Broncos going from right to left on your radios as they pick up the buckets. Rondo to Mayo, and he'll backhand it just to the Tiger Blue. It's turned back by V.D. Vicenen as Peyton Kettles. A lay of the land. Oh, I was going to say it was going to be, I thought that was go Broncos. Go. Shot clock brought to you by Pioneer Co-op. Broncos able to exit the zone. Carter Moen able to move it for Gabriel. Up for Dale, and the Broncos do come in off.
And you've got the same blocks in place, really, when you look at the players and the type of players they are, and of course look at the head coach and general manager. On this roster, they're pretty big guys. Things are changing a bit.
Great move by Ryland Gould, but he can't get any further into the Tiger zone as Dezane will deliver a hard check and then forces a turnover, and he'll rim it. Mennigan out to play it, watched by Gould, and now he protects. Gould almost took it away from Mennigan. He scampers back into the net, but able to get to safety are the Tigers as Dezane. Great job stirring the puck loose against Gavin McKenna. Not easy to do, but again, the Broncos can't maintain the pressure on a turnover, but they're able to recover as Hunter Mayo gets it back, and a lead pass for Gould. He got a piece of the puck. No, he didn't.
Where it's due, and this penalty kill has been a show here.
As Hunter Mayo circles back, he'll drop it, and here comes Carlin Dezane trying to turn and burn into the offensive zone. He'll lead and chase after it. Bernie's going to try and get their first side of that. Comes loose, jammed. Now Dezane out front trying to get a lane and a feed, but has to hold on a little bit too long to the puck. And now it's going to go to McKenna. Back for Dezane. Quick pass to Bernie. Has a lane. Wants to shoot. Now does. Rips it. It goes behind that. Gabriel out for Dezane. Works it one last call here, but it's 5-on-5. Another chance here. Bernie's shot redirected and rolls wide. Broncos 0 for 7 on the Prairie Sky Well Services power play, and just a simple grenade shot by Carlin Dezane does not detonate, saved by a race for it. Gaucher trying to get there before Mahonen can't, as Van Mulligan has it's off the glove of Dingman. It's going to be hit by a glove pass, but the Broncos able to make changes nearing the 7-minute mark. And the Broncos trying to get back into this one, but it is the Tigers back. Ritchie curls and fires right on. Save made by Dick. Loose puck. Here's McKenna trying to go. Sharp angle drive. And that may have hit the arm of Reed Dick. Now a chance as Dick got turned around and was interfered with, and there was almost a yawning cage to do so. Stays out, but the Tigers keep pressing now. Good pressure as Vicinen turns away from trouble. To the line for McKenna. He lets the puck come to him, and he'll give it to Ritchie. They hand off. Now for Ritchie in the slot block. And still the Broncos in huge trouble. They need a whistle. As here's Ritchie in front. Weisblatt trying to find McKenna. Stolen, but the lob by Dezane doesn't work. He's able to make amends, though, for that mistake and clear. But again, the Tigers going to keep coming here. McKenna lost the puck, though. Brzezinski finds on the pinch, and it'll go. I think the point was that there was maybe a slash on Reed Dick's hand. As here's a chance, though, as the Broncos, they have a chance to defend on the penalty kill, as it's brought to you by Swift Plumbing and Heating. They are 1 for 2, and so far, good job. They do get rid of it right away. Dezane on the shorthanded kill, lost by Pickford. He's able to head man it for Molendyk. The Broncos got to be careful to not try and force anything. I know it's tough with this dangerous power play that the Tigers possess, but it's a one-shot game here on a huge goal from Ryland Gould, his first of the playoffs, and it's a 3-2 lead. But McKenna would like to make it 2, as it's Pickford handing off for 72. Cross ice, here's Molendyk, one-timer. That changed direction a couple times in a high riser. Short-handed, here come the Broncos the other way. Will they make pay dirt here? Dezane, short-handed to Gould. He gets disrupted by Pickford. The puck came loose to Dezane, but recovering is McKenna, and Gould's going to beeline quickly. The Broncos almost got burned on a change here, but McKenna's on an island. Puts on the brakes, trailer, and it's off a leg. And it'll be tracked out into the neutral zone. 9:48 left to go in this second period. It's a 3-2 game still in the Swift Plumbing and Heating penalty kill for another 56 seconds. There's no room.
I knew you were going to say that again tonight.
Well, there's no vacancy.
There was a vacancy where I was staying.
Oasis Weisblatt for Ritchie. Sharp angle, trying to bust out, wrap around on his backhand. He'll have a lay of the land and give it to Gavin McKenna. His wrister on the way, redirected by St. Bart. Loose puck, it's jammed, and they score. Reed Dick did not have full coverage of that puck.
To make a great save and never really knew where the puck was. He may have thought he had it, but it was loose to the left of him. And Oasis Weisblatt up to the challenge. He just sits there.
Chase McFall did not read what was in front of him. Yeah, it spilled over. You got to try
the game of hockey.
I've never laced
I'm just going to put that disclaimer in there right now.
Ernie Waldner did not play hockey. What that is, like a lower third or something. Here comes Peyton Kettles on the wall. Again, the Broncos looking for something to formulate, get back within 1 at least, going to the third period perhaps. With 7:07 left on the clock here, as it's Oasis Weisblatt. He's a shot away from a second straight hat trick in as many games. Fed to McKenna. He's open back door, trying to get it to him, but a read there by Hunter Mayo. Who else? As now Weisblatt pushes to the point for McKenna. Spun around, Dezane got it away. Now open, Weisblatt walks in, trying to send it back. It hits a couple bodies, and it was a dog's breakfast at the side of the net before taking out front. Here's a chance. Weisblatt one-timer. Great save by Reed Dick, still from his knees, and the play is made. And here's Dezane trying to flip it ahead to Gabriel.
Grabbing the gravel.
There you go.
Somebody put some under.
A little bit of cat litter if you got stuck.
A little bit of Gino's Tahoe spinning the tires here and grabbing some traction.
Hey, I got some brand new tires on there working. And here come the Broncos again. Partial 3-2. Gould, trailer, McGregor, and he's hooked and fires. He's going to draw a penalty with 4:11 to go in the period. Mayo bumps Jonas Wu with 4:09 against Oasis Weisblatt, and he'll pull it back to Caswell, trying to find an open Mayo, but that was read by Van Mulligan, stolen by Mayo. Open for Misselbacher. Now in the corner, Gould back for Misselbacher. They're keen in on 26, so he doesn't let it go. Led the team in power play goals with 13 in the regular season. Caswell to the slot. Gould back. Misselbacher in for Caswell again. Waiting, now fires. It hits Kettles. Loose puck net front, but Kettles will rim it up for Mayo, but that took a really nasty hop. Tigers trying to clear it. It just gets over the stick of Misselbacher, and now scampering back is the Broncos' leading scorer. He's going to try and turn and burn. He'll hand off to Ryland Gould, though. Here come the Broncos, and a drop pass to the captain. Caswell, great individual effort, keeping and firing. He had Minnigan beat, but he fired it a mile wide on the far side, and the puck comes out down to a minute left. One of 5 different Tigers that were drafted this year. He was the latest pick at round 6. He was the first one to sign an entry-level contract out of the 5. And an absolutely incredible human being.
Good to know.
As it's going to be McKenna feet out front, it going for Wise, but it's stolen, but Gould off the wall in a race for it. If Moen can get free, he had Connor Dale wide open and gone. You don't even need to put it on the tape for Dale. Just push it ahead, and he'll get there with his blades of steel. As now will be Mayo.
They have propellers attached to him.
He's got afterburners. Watch him move. He gets knocked down, though, hard by Ritchie, and he's going to draw a penalty. Of this third period, Broncos trailing by a count of 3-2. They're going from left to right on your radios, and their home whites, or their road whites, I should say. And the Tigers going from right to left. Ryland Gould with a goal in the second period. Fans on a pass. Back come the Tigers, but McKenna is turned back by Peyton Kettles. He'll get it to Misselbacher over the red line, but it is going to be icing. They'll shuffle a lot. Long shot from McKenna. It's going to be a high clear, and Peyton Kettles is going to try and make a beeline for the bench, but actually is able to make it successfully. But the Tigers turn back. Here's McKenna with Ryder Ritchie going to that sharp angle chance, trying to feed to the slot. Weisblatt one-time drive, blocked by Connor Dale, who stayed with them. Great job as Dezane dumps his man to the ice, and here's Carter Moen ahead for Dale, trying to chip the puck away from Jonas Wu. Both of them teammates with the Winnipeg Ice a couple of years ago. Here's Weisblatt, bumped off the puck by Dale, and disrupted enough for the Broncos, but it's turned over. Chance for McKenna. Trailer coming late. Ethan Newton's riles it high, but it stays in play as McKenna in the trenches gets away from Rochek, trying to stuff it. It's up in the air. Chance for a Michigan. Trouble, but knocked down. McKenna lost it at the last moment. Stay with him. Here he comes. Moen gets turned around, and McKenna blows a tire, and Moen's going to take off. Gavin McKenna is such a smooth skater, and sometimes they've only killed off one of the 3 chances that the Tigers have had. Here's a chance out front. Here's through the legs. Weisblatt signed it. Liam Ruck trying to tuck it. Dick gets back quickly. Now it rolls to the line. Pickford winds and fires. Stick save. Puck goes up and up.
The arena.
It is holding by a thread right now. Here's Pickford. Swings it back door, and that'll roll up for the Tigers to try and make something happen here. Rolls up on the point for McKenna. Pickford. Mollendijk. McKenna leaves it for Pickford. Now a one-timer. McKenna, it's off the back of the post. Loose puck. It's swept. It's up the side of that. Dick may have got a paddle down. Inches away. McKenna, another blast. It's blocked. Mollendijk again. He'll survey and find McKenna. Mollendijk for Weisblatt. He almost was a shot away from a trick again. McKenna up for Mollendijk as the Broncos can't clear the zone. At the point, Pickford one-timer. He'll whiz it by. And momentum of that blast goes all the way back into the Tiger zone as they'll quickly enter again. Weisblatt checked by Rochek on the near side, trying to find some help for Pickford, and it's taken away shorthanded. And here come the Broncos 2-on-2 with Connor Dale banging the stick for Brzezinski. Keeps his wrister, innocent-looking one, but stopped by Harrison Milligan. And the puck will roll right to Marek Rochek. And it's a hard rim and not the most convenient way to try to find a way out, but Connor Gabriel gets hooked and harassed by Ward, and the Tigers going to feast, but out stolen as Dale. He's got breakneck speed. See if he can get past Wu. Trying to bust in, shorthanded. Dale in, but he's roughed up by Jonas Wu. But the Broncos trying to kill it off, and Dale, great individual effort there, but back come the Tigers again on the power play. Still some room. Ritchie into the slot for McKenna. Finds Ritchie. He backs up at the point in for McKenna. Cross one-timer. Ward his drive. Ripped high. That's clean up.
One too many passes there in that Tiger chance. I think he should have shot it.
I'll tell you something about those 3. They'll be the best second line in the Western Hockey League next year.
I don't doubt it.
Unbelievable talent by those 3. As now on the backhand, it's Oasis Weisblatt trying to put it away for his home club. But Connor Dale runs into his own man, Carter Moen, and now turn back trouble, but offside.
For big deadline moves, do they make the same moves at the deadline?
I don't think
or
you
do. They still do it?
I think you make the Mollendijk trade. I'm curious if you make the Ryder Ritchie trade, though, because you already had your homegrown with Tomas Mersic, who went to the PA Raiders. And you probably make the Mollendijk trade. That's about it. If you have Caden Lindstrom, who might be the best power forward this country has seen in the last 6 years. And he may never play another game in the West. Some ties to Medicine Hat, as we mentioned before, with Father Brad.
Some difficulty off the face-off for Connor Gabriel as he's holding his face going to the bench and left his stick on the ice.
I think he got clipped with a high stick, but here's Molendyk back in transition. His long shot can be wide. Weisblatt finds it on the far side. Mahonen shot right on into the glove. They get a little wild. Here's Ritchie. One-timer up the draw. Great save getting across. Inside out was Reed Dick, but he got those big wickets down and makes an excellent stop as Connor Dale and Carter Moen taken away by Mahonen, and back come the Tigers as Weisblatt dipsy doodles away, dropping for McKenna. Trailer's going to be Ritchie. Finds it back for Mahonen. Floater on the way. It's going to be taken, and Carlin Dezane wants to make a move. One-on-one with Van Mulligan. Dale charges to the net, but he hangs on to the puck. Now Dezane across it, pinballs, and easily steered away by Harrison Minigan. As Gould up on the wall, it takes a play off the point. Kettles is going to pinch and hold it in. He's picked off, though, by Gavin McKenna, and back come the Tigers on a partial 2-on-2 here. Ritchie keeping. Dezane stays on McKenna. Backdoor chance for Weisblatt, but it's stolen by Ryland Gould. And now the Broncos
3 hockey game. Doesn't get any better than that.
It sure doesn't. Face-off win by the Tigers in their own zone. Bryce Pickford up for Ritchie. Lost it in his skates. Recovered by Carlin Dezane. Open for Kettles, and now onto the play and a chip by Ryland Gould. He'll chase after Bryce Pickford. On the rim, it's going to be cut off by Ritchie. Tried to play it. Maybe should have left it. Comes over to Dezane. His wrister on the way. Score to make it a tie game at 4.
Broncos big guys. Brady Burney, Ryland Gould, Clark Caswell with the goals so far in the hockey game. Right now you're looking for, well, look out.
Here's Gabriel. Great move in behind that. Out front for Gould, and it's taken away. And here comes Gavin McKenna. He'll just float it ahead for Weisblatt as Mayo cuts off Weisblatt as he's trying to bob, and he got the call. A tough high-sticking call against Hunter Mayo puts the Broncos in a disadvantage. They're on the Swift Plumbing and Heating penalty kill, but McKenna overskates the puck on a clear by Swift Current. Gino DePaoli and Ernie Waldner along with you as Tanner Molendyk rubbed out of the play by Carlin Dezane. Great job by Ryland Gould, and it will be shot in as Harrison Minigan leaves it for Bryce Pickford. They're really on him.
They're serenading Hunter Mayo here at Co-op Place.
Don't poke the bear because he might actually wake up here. Here's Weisblatt across. Stolen. Shorthanded chance perhaps. Caswell with Gabriel. They charge the net against McKenna. His hard drive, and the wrister will go all the way back. Broncos going to cut that off quickly, but here comes Weisblatt. Molendyk, the trailer. Caswell trying to get there. Cut off, but McKenna late. Chance across for Weisblatt. Cuts in. Drive stopped by Dick. As McKenna again to Weisblatt. They're pressing. Broncos trying to hang on here and get themselves a chance. Great save by Dick, but now it's McKenna. His drive stopped. Loose puck, ruck. And it's stolen by Brzezinski and taken the length of the ice with 50 seconds to go in the Swift Plumbing and Heating penalty kill. With Hunter Mayo watching on. Veti Väisänen swings on the right wing. He'll enter and hand off to Ryder Ritchie, who has a goal in this game. It's Kettles trying to swing it on the wall, but right there to find it is Gavin McKenna. Up to Wu, makes a move, now waiting. Has some options. Waits back at the point. Väisänen walks in. No shot. McKenna now trying to go backdoor, but Dezane read it with the off his boot. Wu again. A chance. One-timer. Ritchie. What a save by Reed Dick. But the Broncos can't clear. McKenna again buzzing. Keeping backdoor. Ritchie again. May have hit the side of that. Then Reed Dick's bowled over. How is there no penalty call? How is that not a goal? They score. Reed Dick is knocked in.
This is not a friendly rink if you're the road team here in Medicine Hat. Never has been, but we're going to get the same in Swift. We're going to bounce here too.
Let's see the count here. Less than 3 minutes to go. Reed Dick watches on. No pull yet by Terrace McEwen. Swung to the point, and now it will be rimmed as he goes for the extra attacker, but goes right to Tanner Molendyk, and Gavin McKenna is going to have some real estate going for the empty net. Glove down by Hunter Mayo. But almost lost it to Ritchie, and Weisblatt's right there and taken by Hunter Mayo. Stretches on the far side, and here come the Broncos the other way, trying to make a swing, but tied up, and Brady Burney's going to go after it with Tanner Molendyk right there. Takes a hard shot in behind the net. 2:32 to go as it's going to be Misselbacher to the line for Mayo. He winds and breaks his stick. Fans love it. Trouble. Weisblatt with Ritchie for McKenna. Game over. A shattered stick by Hunter Mayo. If he ever gets a boomer off, we got a different hockey game to talk about.
Yeah.